This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
Mattress Firm, our premier mattress provider. They provide 120-night sleep trial, so if your mattress is not perfect, they will pick it up and find you a new one. Save 10% off your order with code MMANUTS10. Tire Buyer. Buy tires online, get them shipped for free to an installer of your choice. Save 10% off with code MMA10. Bulletproof Coffee. Power your mind, fuel your body, and unleash your limitless potential. Save 20% off with code BPMMA20. NordVPN. Get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMANUTS. Defense Soap. Everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMANUTS to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts episode 547.
47!
My name is Eagle Michael.
A McGrath, every show by my fans, for my fans, walking the line between serious and ridiculous. This guy's drinking. What do you got over there? Black cherry or root beer? What do you do?
Little Giuseppe ginger root beer.
Giuseppe. Are you getting blind over there? The Jabai.
Getting blind on stevia.
That's what it's all about.
It'll make your eyes
much.
bleed if you drink too much of it.
And your ass tickle.
Yes, that could happen with enough stevia, I think.
Don't they? Suppository?
Stevia suppository.
I'm fine with this. You gotta have a sweet ass, Ingo. That's what it's all about.
Well, with all the cookies I've been eating, it's definitely sweet down there these days.
Yeah.
I need to stop with the sweets for sure.
I guess I'm lucky I'm gluten free because my kids went over to my wife's parents' house and fucking came home with like a billion different kind of cookies that they cooked, none gluten free. So thank God on that, because I would be right there with you with all the fucking gingerbread. And then they also, those little bitches, they made the fucking peanut butter with the Hershey Kiss on top. My God damn it, I'd kill for a gluten-free version of that. The fucking Christmas holly ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, now I was already hungry going in. Now I'm fucking starving.
Uh-huh.
This is never a good way to start the show.
No.
How about those Bears?
Oh, they're on right now, aren't they?
You can pull it up. I don't know. They were losing 10-3 at halftime, and they're already getting fucked by the refs. Typical Bears, right?
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback gets no calls. They get no calls. They get everything to go against them because nobody wants them to win. Everyone's going to get fired. And, Bears.
The Bears are losing 17-3 against the Vikings.
Oh, and they have like 14 players out due to COVID.
Well, that's the other thing. It seems like a lot of these teams the games are getting moved around to weird days. There's 2 games. In the
Here's
NFL.
the thought. Maybe they should stop testing everyone unless they're actually sick. I don't know. Just a thought, because the NHL is starting to have this problem too. And I think some of the coaches are saying that same thing. Like, why don't we just stop testing, or we're not going to have a fucking game to play anymore? If people aren't sick, stop fucking testing.
Yes.
So it is what it is. Because I think some of those countries, Canada's, are already starting to lock down again, and I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Yes.
Hey, did you see the UFC this weekend?
I saw a bunch of shit, Ingo.
What'd you see?
Stuff with my eyeballs. I saw Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, versus Daukaus. How about that weight advantage? He had at least a 30-pound weight advantage.
Much
they
bigger.
looked like they were 2 different weight classes, for sure.
Yeah, it did not go well for Daukaus. Derrick Lewis kind of melted him a few minutes into the first round, just connected quite a bit.
Like it was going out of style, and then he clinched him and threw some knees. And he always loves to throw that ninja kick bullshit in the first round. Like, heavyweights should not be doing this. Looks at Fabricio Verdum with his flying sidekick on Travis Brown.
Yes.
And then he just like right-handed him into fucking oblivion. And at some point, one of those right hands just rubbernecked the dude. Like, oh fuck. And what did they say? He's got the most KOs in UFC history now.
Yeah.
Fuck me. And here's a guy, not the most skilled of UFC fighters ever, but a ton of motherfucking power. First round, Derrick Lewis is a motherfucker.
Dangerous as hell.
even third round, because I think he did that to Volkov where he was losing that whole fight and then
He did.
lands like a haymaker with a handful of seconds left and wins the fight.
I think that was a little bit of luck. I don't know that he was trying to do that necessarily.
That much. Maybe this much.
Yeah.
And then how about when he takes his dick cover out and he throws that into the crowd?
Some little weird dude caught that and was all excited about it, waving it around.
I would have
Hey.
licked it. I smelled it and licked it.
Oh, that's gross.
I know, because people are like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Who licks a ball cover? You fucking freak.
That's like what we were just talking about.
Yeah, pretty
stink
much.
finger. It's the stink finger, but
Yes.
upgraded. Stink cup.
Like, what are you doing? Nothing. So good for Lewis, right? I mean, I like to see him. And then afterwards, they're interviewing him. And he's pretty much saying, hey, man, fuck these 5-round fights. I want no part of this. It's 3 rounds or go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
I was like, don't even call me for a title shot unless it's 3 rounds. I want no part. And it makes sense. Like, why are you forcing, especially the heavyweights, to go 5 rounds? I can only remember a handful of super exciting 5-round fights. I think it was a Mark Hunt and Bigfoot Silva where they beat the fuck out of each other for 5 rounds. But that is not the norm for fucking heavyweights.
Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos. That was a beating.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the alleged EPO guys, right? Going for broke. And I think that Bigfoot Silva, I think he tested positive after that fight for some kind of steroid, but who cares? I don't even give a fuck. If you put on an exciting fight, I don't give a fuck what you're on.
Yeah.
And I don't even care if that's popular or not. I just want blood. And
just bleed, baby.
Unless you're a woman, I don't want to.
Or what was that? Was that BJ? He's like,
yeah. Joe Stevenson. Look at, we're going to some deep cuts to start this
We're
show.
old, man.
People are like, what the fuck? How long have you been watching? I don't know, since '93.
Nom.
Yeah, I'm having flashbacks.
I was looking at this shit back in the jungle.
That's right.
UFC -10
down.
Ass up.
Something like that. I think that's the way we like to fuck. 2 Live Crew gets it.
I got you.
So yeah, good on Derrick Lewis. I want to say he was ranked number 3. I think he retained his number 3 ranking, and I think Daukaus. I think he was ranked number 7 going this fight, which is kind of concerning for the heavyweight division when that guy's number 7. But a couple other fights I wanted to mention, just Belal Mohammed just fucking manhandled Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Not the most exciting fight, but Wonderboy hard to take down. But Belal took him down and ground and pounded him into fucking oblivion and won that decision. And then one of the other fights, oh, Jesus Christ, why do I have to log in Twitter? Hang on. Twitter's being weird with GIF here. So here's a guy calling for like a kick me or like, come on, hit me. And then he gets fucking, what is that, 300s? This is Sparta, motherfucker. Head snapping back. I kind of like this action. So we had that one. And then this move, I want to ask, what's the legality on this? So I forgot, I probably wrote this down in my notes, but this is somebody versus somebody. So take that, put that in pipe and fucking like them apples.
Right. I'm in.
Jesus Christ, hang on. I got
hanging on.
Oh, my shit's all fucked up. Hang on. I hate when my shit gets fucked up, Ingo.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, hanging. So
here we go.
What's the legality on this?
Oh yeah, I saw this. I forgot about this one. Yes. The legality is that I think you can do it. But
he did it, but that seems super. Like, what if you're wearing a metal Muay Thai cup?
I think that's the whole idea.
And you're brain fucking this guy.
Bash you with my cup.
It's a gay face fuck. And
I don't know.
Hey, if that's what you're into, that's fine. But you can't do that shit in the fucking octagon, man. What the fuck? That's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. And the commentary team says, Yeah, I think it's Bisbing goes, it's creative and unique striking. And then the main guy is like, happy holidays.
Merry
The
Christmas.
guy's
Yeah.
getting face fucked. Oh, my
Terrible.
God.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Speaking of balls to the face, let's talk about Manscaped.
Hey, let's do it.
So, hey, fellas, this episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by our favorite producers of ball trimmers. Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, are leaving 2021 with a new product. Clean yourself into the new year with their ultra premium body wash. Also, special offer alert, you can get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. 4 million men already trust Manscaped. Time to join them. That's a shit ton.
It's a lot, Matt. Hey, and you know what? 2022 is on its way, and the last thing you want to do is be the guy with pubes getting in your way of making this year your best yet.
Yeah, could you imagine that if they got in your way? Like you're trying to go to work and your pubes are like preventing you from getting there on time,
sticking out.
You got to tell your boss, like, listen, I tried to get here on time, but my pubes got in the way.
That's right. They got caught as I was driving.
Fucked up. It's like the dog ate my homework.
But hey, if you can up your grooming game, you can use the signature lawnmower 4.0, which is here to take down every pube in its path, including the ones that are protruding. Maybe you should buy two, because if you have that kind of pubes, you might need both hands as you go. Also, let's talk about being clean, feeling, and smelling good. The new ultra premium body grooming routine, but in the shower. I shower every day and hope you do too. This body wash is infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. With Manscaped, you'll be a brand new man and ready to kick all the gross hair and smells out with 2021.
Awesome. Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. You heard me. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. Happy New Year to your balls.
That's right. Treat them nicely.
That's right. You treat them nice, they treat you back. Or something. And let's talk about the other fight that happened over the weekend. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
Oh, geez, man. This was
what happened? What the fuck happened? I thought for sure this was Tyron Woodley's fight to win. I thought for sure he had nothing to lose, Ingo. He could have just let his hands go.
I think that well, there wasn't a whole lot of action in the first round, and then it was a little bit of just showmanship right away. But this one, I think it went a few rounds. I don't think it was all that exciting. And then something happened in the sixth, and I wasn't quite sure exactly what happened, but it looked to me like Woodley
was like this.
He dropped his left hand.
Super loud, sorry.
All right. Boom.
Did you hear that?
It was a thud, 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 thud. Oh, Jesus.
But I want to just point something out as I'm going to put this down. Did you notice that Woodley took a dive?
It was fixed, man. It was fixed.
Watch his feet and go as he gets hit. Watch. See that? He jumped. He took a fucking dive. I've analyzed the video over and over. 1 foot is off the ground. And then he's going down towards the ground.
Yeah.
And then he jumps. He took a dive right there. Dove.
I think that was his leg stiffening up. And then, I mean, it was pretty brutal. I don't know. That's what happens when you drop your left hand. I mean, that's all I can say. Who knew Jake Paul had all that power? I
knew that. I thought that was going to actually happen in the first fight, but I thought for sure he would do better in the second fight. For sure. There's no way he's going to lose twice and let the whole MMA community down yet again, and even in worse fashion than he did the first time. I don't know what to say about that. I will say, how about what a great ad for fucking dude wipes, right? So this motherfucker gets knocked out cold. Fucking dude wipes up on his ass, right?
Perfect. He's probably going to get paid extra for that.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's weird how he's like neatly just passed out with his feet out, and he's just kind of like, I'm going to bed. This reminds me of, remember Arlovsky and Fedor?
Yeah.
Similar.
He got face fucked.
I'm dead.
That's a face fucking. He went, when you go down face first, such a brutal knockout. And good that there's finality here, right? Because I don't want to hear more bullshit from Tyron like
They're gonna have a third fight.
this,
just to make sure.
that. Well, the only reason he got it was just because he was willing to take it on short notice, right?
Yeah.
And Paul's like, I know I can beat this motherfucker. I already did it. And now it just makes his stock even higher. Like the crowd was going fucking ape shit when he knocked him out. I'm like, that was a great fucking knockout, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jake Paul is an average boxer at best, and he's fighting handpicked opponents that he knows he can beat. And I don't have a fucking problem with that. If you want to knock dudes out, fine. But do you hear who he's calling out next, or who the odds-on favorites are for the next fight for him?
No. Who's he calling out?
Well,
Diaz?
I don't know if he called them out, but Anderson
Masvidal?
Silva is the odds-on favorite for him to fight next. So the short list is Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, Conor McGregor.
Okay.
But yeah, I think out of all those people, I think Anderson Silva gives them the most problems.
I agree.
And will potentially beat him. But again, it's a guy past his prime, but has legitimate boxing skills and actually beat a semi-legitimate boxer in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So
I kind of like the McGregor fight though. I like Silva.
That's fun and will generate a fuck ton of money.
They might break some records with those
for
two.
Sure.
Those two,
but Paul is so much bigger. Like
he is.
Even
not according to the pictures.
Well, I was gonna say even steroided up McGregor.
Yeah, he's huge.
Paul's a lot bigger.
Okay.
I don't know what he weighed in at. I think it was 190 something, but
okay. They got to fight at 185.
20 pounds is a huge difference. Yeah,
I agree. I like it.
So yeah, I don't know what this says about boxing or Woodley, but I'm just thinking back to Woodley when he was trying to say like he was the greatest 170 pounder of all time and in the UFC's history. How many times does he just look like dog shit after saying all that and all the issues he's had? But credit to him for making fucking bank twice, not once, but twice. So,
do you remember? I read something, and I'm not sure if this is true. I'm looking up his stats. Yeah. Ever since he made that song, "I'll Beat Your Ass," apparently he's gone 0-6 or 1-6, 1-5 since he made.
It's never good when you. I think the only person or sports professional team that I can remember being successful doing a song like that was the Chicago Bears with the Super Bowl Shuffle prior to their Super Bowl thrashing of, I believe, the Patriots back in 85.
Okay. 85 Bears.
They follow the rule. Fuck everybody who says different.
Jim McMahon, Walter Payton.
That's right. Well, Walter Payton, and Payton didn't even score a touchdown in that Super Bowl. It was William the Refrigerator Perry who scored a rushing touchdown.
It was.
I think he was like the first 300-pound defenseman back in the day. And everyone's like, holy fuck, look how big this dude is. And he's so agile. And now if you're not 300 pounds on defense, that's fucking weird for most of those linemen.
Yeah. Yes. You need to be gigantic and fast and explosive.
Yes. Take up a lot of space so you can block the run. Right. There's like, I think when I was watching a little bit of the Vikings versus Bear game, there was some motherfucker on the Vikings. He was 6 foot 350.
Holy shit.
Like, holy Jesus Christ, man. It's a big motherfucker. Oh, I don't know. So what else is happening out there in MMAs?
Apparently Chael Sonnen was involved in a Vegas brawl in a hotel.
I love you, Ingo. You know why? Because you bring up the dirt on everybody. I'm like, do I want to bring this one in? I'm like, I think Ingo will do it for me.
I'll do it. I like
dirt.
So and it sounds like it went his way other than being arrested, but there was apparently I guess he was banging on a hotel room door, and then a brawl ensued, and there was paramedics, and I think he got taken into custody.
Well, he didn't get arrested. He just got 5 citations for each person's ass that he apparently beat. And he beat some major ass. Yep. Someone, I don't know if someone hit his wife or fucked with his wife, but once you attack a family member one way or another, all bets are off, and anybody that's in my path is getting fucked up. So I mean, 100% respect his authority on the subject. And then someone else was fucking around saying, Oh, did he just go after both Nogueira brothers, Vanderlei Silva, and like all of Brazil? Like,
Nice.
this like fucking with them. Like, I don't know, maybe it's
It's
potential.
possible.
Yeah.
Yes, I do bring up the dirt. That's what I'm good at. Digging
And
up
then
dirt.
I thought it was funny because I think John Jones was throwing shade at him. I'm like, something about the kettle black. I don't know, something about that, but anyway, those things happen in MMA.
They do.
And then I think John Jones took a plea deal and got out of all of his bullshit.
Yes, he did.
If you
Yeah.
want to talk about more trash that I don't talk about.
No, I didn't put that one in because I hate him. So I don't know.
So you don't bring up the bad stuff about that guy, but you bring up about Chael.
I just don't even want to
literally the good guy.
Well, I think the story is a good story. It sounds like, just because you were detained or taken into custody doesn't, whatever you want to call it.
You weren't arrested. He was just detained.
It doesn't mean you were in the wrong. It just means you were involved in some shit.
Exactly. And I think if it was involving his wife, and the cops were probably like, hey man, if you want to beat the shit out of 5 guys that fucked with your wife, we're okay with this, and we're not arresting you. We're just gonna write you 5 tickets for 5 of these fuck faces that got in your way. It was actually their problem for getting in your way.
Yes.
So did you see the payouts for UFC 269, which I didn't even verify, and I'm just gonna take this tweet as a fact, and I don't even care who it's from. Here we go. Reported payouts from UFC 269. So you have Oliveira at 492, Poirier at 382. I think shocking is Nunes at 442 and Sean O'Malley at 206. If these are correct, if these are legit, doesn't it seem weird for some guys? Like, seems low, and some people seem super high.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do when your contract was negotiated, right? So
yeah, like, are you fighting as 13 fights out on your contract?
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. The numbers seem like they go up and up, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. And then you see the rumors are heating up, and you had talked about this last show about how about Dustin Poirier moving up to 170 and fighting Nate Diaz.
I like that a lot.
Those rumors are actually heating up a lot. There's a lot of heat about those two because Poirier said, man, I don't want to fucking cut to 155 anymore, 170. And then those two are talking shit. Well, you want to fight? Let's fight this month, motherfucker. Like, I'll fight you, fine, blah, blah, blah. So there's some potential of that. And then I don't know if you saw this one too. Like, Nate Diaz was at the Paul fight and got into it with AJ McKee.
No, I didn't see that.
Let's see a little bit. So we'll share this, and let's turn the sound off because it's kind of weird. But yeah, so Nate's out there walking through the crowd, and he fakes a punch, and McKee just like basically throws his beer all over, and cops step in. But it's like, flinch, motherfucker! He just made that guy waste his $17 beer. That's horseshit. God damn it, Nate Diaz. I love him too.
That's two for flinching, right? As the caption says.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
And then keeping on the Nate Diaz topic, so Rafael Dos Anjos trying to get a fucking money fight, right? He was Red Panty Night guy back in the day, and that fight never happened. So he's going after Nate, saying UFC 270, let's go. We can put on a contract that kicks are not allowed if you want. I'll box you with an E. He doesn't even give a fuck. Do you think
boxe?
Well, yeah, shoot that boxe, if you will. But that's an interesting concept, right? Do you think that's something that could ever happen? Like, say it's an MMA fight and they just do a special rules one with no kicks. But let's just box out with fucking MMA gloves on.
Box out with them. I think it'd be cool. What happens if someone does it though by accident? Then what do you do?
I don't know. You might have to make it a boxing match at that point. But I don't know if the UFC would ever be keen to that, because I know they were always trying to do that. Whatever that boxing thing was, Dana White was trying to start their own boxing league, and I don't know how that fell through, but why not? Like, I don't care if it's with gloves. I feel like if someone in the UFC was going to do some kind of a box, like no kicks allowed, you'd have to do it with the 4-ounce gloves. Otherwise, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happens if someone breaks that rule? I don't know. I'd kind of like to see it. I'm open to trying different kinds of fighting. Like, okay, let's do an MMA fight with no kicks.
I like it. No kicks, no knees.
Yeah.
Just punching.
Is it boxing and grappling though? Or is grappling allowed? That's the question.
Yeah, I think boxing, grappling, wrestling.
Because I think with both those guys, I'm okay to see some fucking grappling, especially with Nate.
Mm-hmm. That'd be exciting.
I'm down with this.
See, they watch our show and they're like, "That's a good idea."
And I'm still waiting for a fucking Pride Rules event. Jesus Christ,
Yes.
You're fighting in Abu Dhabi. It's another half a world away. You can do whatever the fuck you want. God, as long as the
Sheik says it's okay.
Oh, the Sheik will be down with some shit. They're down, man. They like to party. I'm down with this. What else is happening out there?
Well, there was a grappling event over the weekend. Submission Underground 29 happened.
It's a Chael Sonnen thing, right?
I think so. And Sean Stickland was competing against Andy Varela. Did you see that? They were having a good time throughout the whole thing, but I will show you what happened. Stickland decided that he was just going to let him take his back, thinking it was like, hey, whatever.
No. You don't do that in a grappling competition.
No. And there you go.
I see nothing.
You see nothing?
No, I just see two guys standing there.
No, that's bad. Do you have that video?
No, I saw it, but he jumps his back and put the rear naked choke in and fucking tapped him out real quick, because you don't give up your back. Because I forgot what he thought the guy was going to bear hug him and drag him to the ground. He didn't think the guy was going to jump his back and rear naked choke him right standing and then drag it to the ground.
So, he did not think that. I feel like there we go. Now you can see it.
Got it. Yep, there it is. He monkey jumped him.
He does, and then
he tried to do that fucking slam kind of.
Yep. Well, I think I've noticed if I let Twitter stay open too long for some reason, then the video doesn't play unless I refresh it.
Yeah, so, Twitter's
cunty,
stupid. I was gonna say something that like we can say, but I can't say. Anyway,
does it begin with R?
Sometimes it's with an R, sometimes it's with an F. Yeah. Anyway, so here's a thing that happened. We were just talking about things that happened many years ago. I thought this was 11 years ago, but apparently ESPN is saying 10 years ago today. And I'll share this little thing with you. The Showtime kick. Man, fucking I'll do a little volume.
Oh yeah. Bam.
Back when Stephan Bonner was still somewhat coherent. It's a little man. Seeing that clip made me miss the WEC, because I remember that smaller cage and so many good fights, and back when Pettis and Henderson and Cowboy, it's like you had all the lighter Uriah Faber, like all the lighter guys were fighting over there, and I don't remember many bad cards over there. It's like you would turn that shit on and always quality fights. It was like hungry guys fucking people up in a small cage.
Yes.
And then the UFC got their fucking fingers in it, finger banged it in the submission, and then
who came up from over there? Cowboy came up from Sonnen, fought over there. Uriah Faber.
Yeah, and I think that was where you had that weird Sonnen versus Paulo Filho fight, where Filho is like looking off into the distance fighting ghosts while Sonnen's going, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yes.
And I think Filho missed weight, so even though
he was delirious,
even though Sonnen won, he didn't get the belt because it was a non-title fight. And Jesus Christ, if that's right, fuck off. Because how the hell is that coming up anymore? I don't even remember stuff. I don't even remember yesterday.
You don't, huh?
Well, I try not to. What else is happening out there?
I think for news, for me, that's about it.
Okay.
I have some knowledge for later.
Okay. I got like 3 knowledges, so we're going to have a bunch of knowledges. Oh, why is Twitter fucking me up here? What's going on? I had a tweet and I click on it. Oh, here we go. So goddamn Black Widow. You seen the Black Widow?
Hey
Who's
now.
the Black Widow? Jessica, the Black Widow Borga. Oh, she's got an OnlyFans. God damn it, Ingo. I'm gonna be broke with all the research I'm gonna have to do here soon. I keep talking about it.
It looks dangerous.
There's something about tattoos and women. I don't know what it is.
That you don't like?
No, I do. Like there's a weird thing going on where I'm like, huh. And then I feel like this woman's wearing like when you're backstage at like a UFC and they give you that lanyard. I feel like that woman's wearing that in this picture. Isn't this a lanyard that's going downtown?
It looks like, yeah, it's got little clips.
Yep.
Carbineers.
Hey, I don't know what that is, but that sounds.
You can do some climbing later and hook in.
Nice. And then along the woman line, so I don't know, did you hear that Claudia Gadelha retired?
No.
Yeah, she retired, and here's what she had to say about everything. I gotta make sure I'm sharing sound, and hopefully it's not too loud, but here we go.
Yes.
Hang on.
Sex and ass.
Wait.
Yes. Sex and ass. So this is a topic that it's very delicate to a lot of girls because of the pain, because they don't know if it's gonna be good, because they're traumatized by a guy that hurted her or something like that. So I have 3 tips to give you so you can penetrate girls better. What are they? First, make her feel good. Make her feel like a queen. Make her feel like a badass. Make her feel good. That's gonna help her to relax. So treat her very well that night. Second, bring a toy in. Bring a vibrator in. That's gonna help her. She's not relaxed.
It's good advice.
She doesn't know how to breathe.
I like this.
She's gonna feel pain. So a vibrator can make her relax better with a lot of stimulation on the clitoris, right?
Nope.
And third, a lot of lube, right?
Okay.
'Cause, you know, like the ass doesn't get wet like the pussy does, so she needs to
That's
get
awesome.
hydrated in there. And lube will
You
help
get
a
hydrated
lot.
in the asshole.
So try to use these 3 tips from a girl that knows that a lot of girls, or in my opinion, every girl can feel pleasure and can have a lot of orgasms through the ass. Try it out and let me know how it goes.
So I'm just gonna say that's an interesting way to send off your retirement from the UFC.
I don't know how you found this, but okay, that might have been the greatest thing I've ever seen. Did she know what she was saying, or is she? Did they tell
I
her?
don't know if
They
she's
tell her
being
those
held
words?
hostage somewhere in Brazil.
There's like a gun to her head. You have to read this word for
It's
word.
fucking incredible.
It's pretty awesome.
My asshole is so thirsty, but it's so hydrated, so we'll be all right. Oh, all right, moving right along. Let's do a little tweet a week. We gotta clear this up. That was intense, but very enjoyable. This is from Jack Slack. So he says, so I'm not allowed to say people have R-word strength, but this commentator on Paul versus Woodley is allowed to say he has inbred power. So what's the deal? You can say that, but you can't say this?
Depends where you are. Were they in the South?
I think they were in West Virginia.
Oh,
potentially.
Then you're good. That's perfect. I think it depends where you are.
Well, I'm my father is from West Virginia, and I have some relatives in there, and I will just say this: there's a lot of fucking hillbilly out there, and I have blood there, and barefoot and pregnant is no bullshit. And I was just telling my wife that story, but was at one of my cousin's house visiting in West Virginia when I was in 7th grade, and she was 18. And she was literally barefoot and pregnant in her kitchen, working on her 3rd child.
Wow.
At 18. And I thought barefoot and pregnant was a joke until I literally saw it. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm 7th grade, but I know this is some kind of stereotype and not right. But anyways, so I guess that's why you can say that inbred shit. And then follow-up tweet. This is super fan. Tweet of the week. He says, dominance. Tyron Woodley has not lost a fight in nearly 11 hours.
That's pretty funny.
It's the fucking greatest of all timing. And if anybody else disagrees, you can go fuck yourself.
Brutal.
Let's do a little Ask the Nuts. I have one question for you.
Okay.
Could Jake Paul KO an elephant?
No.
Okay, moving right along. You have any knowledge for the week?
Well, I haven't asked the nuts.
Go ahead.
I'm curious. What do you think you're looking forward to in 2022?
For what? Just in general?
In life, and maybe what
That's a hard question.
What about what are you going to remember about 2021? It's good stuff. Like anything good that you remember about 2021?
I remember this video of Claudia Gadelha talking about how thirsty her asshole was and how hydrated you should keep your asshole because it doesn't get wet like the pussy hole. So you got to keep that shit hydrated and lubed up. I thought that was pretty nice. So I think that happened earlier in the year. What else happened 2021? Conor McGregor won a fight? No, that hasn't happened in what, 10, 15 years? I don't know. Last time Conor McGregor won a fight, he got cracked out, coked up, jacked up, juiced out. Fuck fight train win. Gegard Mousasi. And where the hell is Gegard at? God damn it. I feel like
he's
he needs
doing the other things that he does besides fighting.
Fucking
and training.
Training and fucking. What else? 2021. What else was good in 2021? It's a good question. I had a really awesome Halloween decorations in front of my house. I should have won a contest, but what about you? What do you think for 2021?
You got to post your Christmas lights or something. We want to see that.
I'll send that to you. I got to take a separate video. We're gonna enter the contest next year, so I've kind of scoped out who won this year. They just announced, and I feel like a lot of people cheated to win because there were the 2 of the top 3 houses that won in our neighborhood used lights that you tune into a radio station, and then the lights go to the music. So like you tune into like whatever it was, 99 point whatever, and then the lights are moving to the music. I'm like, it feels like cheating. And then a couple of the houses also had like some kind of Christmas projection. So there's like some video playing. Like, I feel like that's cheating. I feel like everything needs to be done with lights and not music. So music or video. So I'm gonna enter next year and try with just lighting and see how we do.
All right.
I think there were only 14 houses in, but we'll see.
You just go find when they're voting and go cut their electricity on that day. It's just
yeah, but I mean, it's not like we had so much windstorm, so I've like it destroyed some decorations. I had shit getting unplugged. I got other shit that I have to manually turn on every night. So it's like you got to keep on top of your shit if you want to be the best. I don't know.
I agree.
I'm weirdly obsessive about that, and I don't know why. It's
a new thing.
Yeah, it's something weird. I think that's part of getting older and just wanting to entertain at some level, right?
All right.
So, what's for you 2021?
What's good in 2021? I don't know. It's a great question. I traveled again a little bit. That was nice. You know, didn't get to do that really in 2020. A lot of stuff was shut down. So I did enjoy that. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing I remember is like traveling and just kind of slowly getting my personal matters in order. It's kind of like the Titanic though. It takes a long time
the
correct course. But I digress. In 2022, what am I looking forward to? I don't know, COVID being over. I think I'm tired of this whole shit, you know.
I'm not going anywhere. It's gonna be part of life.
As long put the mask away, stop testing me, and just let me live. And if we can do that, then I think I'm happy, you know. So
And more anal.
Oh yeah, that too. Always. I mean,
Yeah.
If it's even possible to get more than I got in 2021.
Yeah, well, let me add it up for you. Let's see, I got this much. So if I could do more than this much,
you'll be good. Yes.
I'll give a thumbs up to 2022.
Yeah.
You
asked about knowledge, yeah?
Yeah,
we took the family to see that new Spider-Man movie yesterday. And
no spoilers, but just give me a general consensus.
Never gonna give you spoilers, but I highly recommend it. Must see. I think that and the Eternals. I think Marvel is just spitting out movies again like crazy, and there hasn't been really a stinker yet. And this one's good. If I love Tom Holland as a Spider-Man because I think
he's the best. I agree.
I hated Tobey Maguire and whatever the other dude's name was,
Twatty McFuckstick,
because they made him whiny, and Spider-Man's not whiny. He's just a kid, and he's kind of goofy and
confused.
Nerdy. But
he might be bisexual, but
maybe
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, but it was really good. Well done. Lots of action. Take the family. Highly recommend. 2 thumbs up.
All right. Yeah, my daughters are both clamoring over, when can we go see it? I'm like, there's a lot of shit going on right now in my life. Like, we will see it for sure before the end of the year. And it did fucking retarded numbers at the box office. So I think it did 580 million first fucking opening weekend. It was, I think, the 3rd largest ever opening. It gave no fucks about COVID. Good for that.
Well, they weren't making movies for a while, and now they're starting to again. And people, I think people are happy.
Super big movies, right? Anything Marvel is massive, right? And the marketing behind this was off the chart, because the week leading up to this movie, you could not get onto any channel. Every channel had a commercial for fucking Spider-Man. Every fucking channel I turned on had a commercial for it. So they probably spent as much in promotion as they did in actually making the movie. So they maybe break even right now. They probably spent 500 million between making and promoting, because I think that was what Matt Damon was saying in that one interview I heard, is that why don't you see like so many original movies being made? He's like, or any of the movies that he was in like back in the day. He's like, well, it fucking costs too much now, because it's like you're spending 100 million on the movie, but then you also have to spend that amount of money to actually promote the movie also. And no one's willing to take a $200 million risk nowadays, that they're, especially nowadays, that they're willing to take, 20, 30 years ago. And that's why you're seeing fucking remake after remake and remake, because here's a proven product that's going to work, because it worked back in the day.
Yeah.
Hence Top Gun 2
I'm
or whatever.
I'm never watching that ever. I refuse.
I'm with you. I refuse. And I watched here's what I watched. I watched Carnage. That's the second Venom movie. Dog shit.
Really?
Absolute dog shit. Like wasting my time. I watched the new James Bond movie. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. So I need to watch the Spider-Man. I'm in for a good one, because
it's a good one.
2 fails is not good.
No.
So my knowledge is, I'm playing the Call of Duty Vanguard, and they did a little Christmas update, which is pretty fucking awesome. So on some of the maps when you're playing, have you ever heard of the Krampus? He's a evil demon who's got like horns and shit.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can look him up here.
Is that the German thing?
It might be. There is a movie called Krampus, but
I think that might be a German thing.
The Krampus is in the video game. As I look this up. Yep. Call of Duty Krampus. Here we go. Let me share screen. So it's this fucking guy. This is the Krampus.
Yeah. This is a.
And look at Krampus is joining Call of Duty players, and they aren't happy about it. Listen, motherfucker, I'm super happy about it, because you're playing just a regular PvP, like team versus team, and then this motherfucker randomly will come after you and hunt you during the game. And if you don't kill him, like, I swear he snuck up on me from behind, ripped both my arms off, and then ate my head and killed me. during the match. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, this is something else I need to worry about now. Like, I really like it. And then if there's some of the maps where it's like a weirdo mode where I don't know what they're calling it, but there's like gift wrap presents on it, and then there's like little elves that are like laughing that you need to shoot and kill, and then you get like an extra achievement. But then he's driving a sleigh, just dropping call packages down. Like
Nice.
usually, like if you get a kill streak, you can like, oh, you get a package and they drop. Well, he's driving the fucking sleigh and dropping packages all over the map. And then he's coming out and fucking you up.
That's awesome.
Like, it's so fun. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So nice. They've never done anything Christmas related that I can ever remember like playing on any of the Call of Duty. So it's a welcome thing. I don't know why they're crying about it. I like it.
I think it's fun. Why not? It's only a couple weeks, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
it's temporary.
I'm like, I don't even know. You could leave it in forever for all I care, and just make it the Crumpus map. Fucking Crumpus coming to fuck you up. I feel like he should fuck you up the ass while you're at it.
It's just like
my ass is thirsty and hydrated. Crumpus, come get it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, speaking of hydrated assholes, apparently this woman doesn't like what her son did to her Christmas decorations.
Oh, son of mine.
What does that say?
What the hell? Shits! Creepy shits!
Because apparently it said Merry Christmas, but apparently you could change that into creamy shits.
What the hell? Shits! Creepy shits!
That's pretty funny.
That mom is none too happy.
No.
And then we'll close it out on this. So I want to keep with the Christmas theme. So apparently sometimes, it gets windy out there come Christmas. I've had many times where I've had the inflatables where I had to unplug in my inflatables because you don't want the wind fucking your shit up. And if you let the wind
drying your shit out.
Oh, yeah. You might have some shit go down.
What the hell?
Like, you might have some shit go down. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know what's going down, but it feels like that lady is going down. I don't know who she is, but
you guys, you have a warped mind, sir. A warped mind.
Crumpus, motherfucker. Crumpus. That's all I'm saying. Crumpus for 2022.
I like it.
Let's shut down. And we're not going to be here next week, right? We're going to be celebrating
the Christmas, the New Year, and Merry Christmas and New Year to you all, fuckers. Stay safe.
We'll be back. We'll be back in 2022s.
We will be back, and we'll be backer and blacker.
That's right. Like AC/DC. They know what's up.
That's right.
Bigger, backer, blacker,
better.
Damage. Yes.
Yeah.
Harder, stronger, faster.
B cubed.
Something like that.
Yeah. We'll make t-shirts.
Super hydrated.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And
Happy New Year.
Next time.
That's right. Thanks for playing. You're now done.